La 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 la. I don't care what you say. La la la. Hi.
Hello?
Water on your fucking mouth.
Oh, what an assault.
Talk to them what your business is.
My business is I'm video recording.
Okay. Well,
I'm doing a story.
Look, there's my eye. Oh, sorry. That's my IQ, which is bigger than yours. There's my D.
This is street right now. No, I'm not. What is this? This is part of the street. What is this? What are these lines for?
They should have taken me to jail right now. Either way, guys, they violated my constitutional rights.
It's not. It's called a public easement.
I'm fair. Stop. Come on. You're like an old man, and I'm an old man.
Sir, that's not nice of you, sir. That's not nice of you.
Good baby this time. Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again.
Are you serious right now?
Tell me what to do and what I'm supposed to do about all this, because I have no fucking clue. Like, I'm out here just winging it. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Shame on you guys.
What the issue is or why you're freaking out or causing this whole disturbance right now. But please de-escalate and calm down. It's closing time and we would all like to leave. Thank you.
You think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube? You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
Guys, do we have a video? We have a video. In this video, we're going to look oh my goodness, Riot Radio Girl or Riot Jessica, whatever her name is. She's changed her name so many times. I don't even know what her name is anymore. But we're going to watch Jessica go on this absolute rant after her court hearing didn't go the way she expected. Oh boy, I'm very shocked at this, Jessica. We're looking forward to what you have to say. Hey, Jessica, I noticed you took your stream down. These are going to be excerpts from the live stream I did a couple of nights ago where we watched Jessica's rant. So hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy this video. So guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
You want police to just stop you and put their hands on you and arrest you for absolutely no reason, and then lie on stand and nobody gives a I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't think I'm with the right person either. Because I was facing 5 criminal charges, and on our way to court, all he did was fight with me and yell at me. And me because he didn't feel good and he didn't want to go.
I personally believe that it is disgusting that she would throw her own significant other under the bus simply because, hey, maybe he's tired of hearing the same crap we are. Maybe he sees that this frauder nonsense is BS. Maybe he didn't want to go because he sees that you are fighting a losing cause, that you care more about frauditing than your own significant other. That is despicable.
It's been so awesome to be with somebody that loved me enough to support me and not put me through like stress before I go to court. Like, I was trying to think over and over about what I'm going to say. I was scared about being called on stand. My lawyer didn't want to do it unless absolutely necessary. But after the cop was lying, I asked my lawyer, please put me on stand. And I told them what we're fighting for, which is fighting for our rights and the Constitution and the law.
Yes, Jessica, you can make that argument, but what you and your frauditor buddies do not understand is fighting for your rights does not make you exempt from following the law. And if you break the law, it doesn't matter what you're fighting for, you will still be held accountable.
And I told them, I said, the reason I went to Ben Salem to begin with is because 22 people told me to go there. 22 people, and the whole courtroom laughed when I said it. 22 people told me that Ben Salem PennDOT sucked, that there was a line out the door every time they go, and it takes 2-3 hours for them to get a driver's license, whatever they have to do at the DMV.
I'm not trying to question anyone's intelligence here, but I have to ask. You're telling me the sole purpose you went and annoyed and harassed people at a PennDOT is because 20 people told you that there are lines and people have to wait to get their driver's license or their state IDs. I'm sorry, but either how stupid are they for not realizing that that's what happens at PennDOT, or how stupid are you for actually listening to them?
22 people asked me out of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, right? And the DA says, so you said 22 people, around 20 people asked you to come do Ben Salem PennDOT, correct? Like, yes. And she said, what are the names? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, well, 20 different people asked you to go audit PennDOT, and you don't know any of their names?
I know Jessica's trying to discredit the district attorney by making it sound like that was a ridiculous question, but I think that's a valid line of questioning. So in essence, Jessica, you're telling us that you think it's strange that a random person would listen to 20 random people that they don't know, that told her to go out and commit crimes, told her to go out and harass people at a PennDOT, and you think that it's strange that the district attorney asked you if you even know who they are? Because now you look like an idiot that went out and harassed people because 20 strangers on the internet told you to.
Yeah. The DA was just like trying to get me to get angry and trying to get me to freak out, and I wouldn't let her bait me. But yeah, she didn't. I'm like I have 3.9 million people, 3.9 million have watched this video of these PA state troopers arresting me. 3.9 million people are waiting to see how the judge rules. And this is what happens? Well, here you go. You're welcome. Nothing matters. And back the blue till it happens to you. Film the police. FTP. When I go into my next court hearing, I'm going to be wearing a white t-shirt and it's going to say FTP on it. Because the next time I go into court, I'm making a statement. And I don't care what happens to me. I don't care anymore. It almost makes me want to audit again. But I can't take being in court like this. I can't take being nervous and being worried 3 different times after we get a continuance, and then the whole case is dismissed, and then the DA refiling all over again. And literally every time I have to go to court, it just puts me through trauma all over again. I'm sorry I keep cursing. I'm really upset. I'm complaining about a Pennsylvania state trooper cursing, but that's a Pennsylvania state trooper. Not me. I'm not a Pennsylvania. I'm not a public servant of any kind. I can say fuck if I want. I have free speech, don't I? I do have some rights, don't I? No, I don't. Not according to cops, not according to the judge, not according to the DA. So I don't know. If the law holds no weight and the Constitution holds no weight, then it's time for the citizens to band together and do something about it. That's what I think. Now we're going to have an election coming up. I don't even know. I'm sorry for just going on and on. I wanted to fill you guys in. And yeah, I'm switching to ASMR. And no, it's not going to be me like tapping fake nails or whispering. It's actually going to be something really cool. I made a lot of art. And so yeah, I'll be destroying my art on camera for you guys to watch and hear.
And here's the thing. If she wants to use her channel for something more productive than sticking your camera in someone's face and harassing them, I'm all for it. I say, hey, go and support her if that's what she wants to make her channel about. But no, she'll go back to whining and complaining about how the government's this and the law is that, and how she wants to go back to frauditing.
Since this unlawful arrest, unlawful imprisonment, kidnapping in the 1st and 2nd degree, all the things, assault and battery, violating 18 USC Section 242, deprivation of rights under color of law.
Anyone who saw this video live and heard my reaction or has heard me respond to when frauditors claim deprivation of rights know my take on it. And that is, it is factually inaccurate to say that because they are arrested for quote unquote filming in a quote unquote public building is not deprivation of rights. Because they are allowed to use the services of the forum, but their conduct is the reason why they are not being permitted to remain on the establishment. If they conform their conduct to follow the rules and regulation of the establishment, that would be fine. They wouldn't be deprived of anything. But because they are engaging in conduct on a limited or a private forum that is not becoming of the nature of the forum, that is why they are removed. And no, it is not a deprivation of their rights.
Next judge will do something about it. Hopefully the next judge won't be afraid to rule in an infringement case, because obviously the top DA wanted this assistant DA to nail my ass to the wall because she tried so hard. And thank God better thoughts prevailed in my mind, and I didn't break down and cry in court, and I didn't get upset and yell or anything like that. But I felt like it. I felt like jumping over the table and punching that cop right in the face that assaulted me, right? That's what I felt like. Would I ever do it? No. But it's very frustrating, and it's hard to face that man. He wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't look me in the eyes, man. He wouldn't look at me, and I stared at him. I wanted something that drove my car. I don't care about the assault. It happens all the time. It happens to people all the time.
Two dinks here. Number one, there was no assault, Jessica. All because you were arrested for, guess what? Doing something unbecoming of the forum you were on and committing a crime. That's not an assault. And number two, the officer drove your car so that you did not have to pay someone to collect your car, tow your car, and drop it at an impound lot. The officer did you a favor by moving your car. But no, that's the thing with frauditors, creating a narrative, playing the victim, making it seem like, oh, woe is me. But the reality is, everyone can see through your BS.
This dude is a Derek Chauvin waiting to happen. And there's a George Floyd that he's going to do. And guess what? He could have been stopped, but nobody would stop him because cops are above the law, apparently. Just like Derek Chauvin thought he could murder George Floyd on camera. That's a problem. The same way that these cops violated my rights on video, on camera, and nothing's being done about it.
I don't like getting into these police brutality cases because I agree. There are times where the police go too far. There are times where there are rogue cops. But to compare an officer that clearly was in the wrong to an officer doing his job and arresting a criminal who intentionally committed a crime, those are two polar opposite situations. At this point, Jessica's trying to compare apples to oranges, again, to make herself look like a victim. The good thing is, again, we see right through it.
It just gets sent to another judge. So I have to try to forget about all this shit so I don't have nightmares all over again. So I don't go through all over again. But I have to in what, another month? When it's at the next court date? How many court dates does it go to? Am I going to have to go to the Supreme Court with this case? Like, I didn't. A lot of people have said you audited until it got hard. No, it was hard from day one, dude. Do you know how hard it was for me to stand there at the Bucks County Correctional Facility for men and be surrounded by 6 men and a canine dog? Do you know how hard it was for me to do all these videos and to do it for 5 months? It was hard, just getting hard. Now it's getting frustrating and hopeless.
I'll say it again. She's playing victim because when you look at the video she put out, she was the instigator of the reaction. She is the reason that the quote unquote frauditing became difficult. All she had to do was comply with the orders of the forum and it would not have been difficult. But again, if it's that hard, Jessica, why don't you just stop doing it? Why don't you stop, I don't know, breaking the law? Maybe that would be a simple resolution.
And it's so irritating that some people are above the law. And this is what we need to fight against peacefully. We need to come together in some way and figure out a way to combat this. There's an ocean in between us and the police for a reason, because they keep breaking the law and violating our rights. And if they can do it on camera, on YouTube, in front of the world, and 3.9 million people see it just on my channel, I think that is telling of how we feel. And I wonder if they read all your guys' comments on the videos of people from England saying, how can they treat you guys that way? Why is it like that in the United States? Why do the police have so much authority? Why do they carry guns? Our police don't even carry guns. Like in Pennsylvania State, I don't have the right to freely carry. So why do they?
I lived in Pennsylvania, guys. She is 110% lying. You absolutely have a right to carry in Pennsylvania.
I'm very frustrated. I'm very frustrated. And no, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm sorry. I just needed to get it out. I don't know. Maybe I could try to talk to you guys. Courts are boring now. Can't stand them no more. Oh my god, my my administrator isn't on, so some assholes are gonna be but I'm on the back of my camera here, so I can't touch any. I can touch this, but nothing's happening unless I turn my camera around. So I don't know. I can read comments at least. Larry is a clown, isn't he? EB. Sheep, get your rights taken away at Larry the Lamb. Oh my fucking god, the drama of it. All brought on by herself. No, sweetheart. This drama wasn't brought on by me. This drama was brought on by the manager of PennDOT, who closed service, which is illegal, my dear. Maybe you need to wrap your head maybe around the law and not around your little YouTube law degree you think you have.
I think it's super ironic that she's making fun of someone, calling her out on her nonsense, and claiming that they're using their quote unquote YouTube law degree, when Jessica's whole purpose and whole argument is based off of her quote unquote knowledge of the law, when Jessica clearly knows nothing about the law. She just said PennDOT closing for a disturbance was illegal. No, they had a disruptive individual that was creating controversy, that was not following the rules, and for people's protection, they had to close the store because the disturbance would not leave, which was you. So no, Jessica, this lady is absolutely right. You brought this upon yourself because you are the one with the fake YouTube law degree that goes around annoying and harassing people. And you know what? You've been dealing with a lot, Jessica, but quite frankly, you deserve it.
Because you don't, sweetheart. And unless you're out there auditing, I don't really care about you, your voice, or anything you got to say, because you don't matter. Next. Auditors can hardly be blamed for losing rights. That's backwards. She needs some mods, definitely. Well, I had mods when I was viral, but I haven't been viral. So arrested me and violated my constitutional rights on camera. And so far, it hasn't mattered except to us. We've lost so much freedom because the past generation, and I feel like it's mine, it's Generation X. Like, we were Rage Against the Machine. We were Nirvana. We were fuck the system, fuck the society, fuck the cops. It was like cops on parade, man. Rage Against the Machine. That's what I was about. But then I had not only my father abused me for 16 years until I ran away, but then my husband, Dan Wilfong, he violently abused me. He broke my nose twice. He broke my ankle. He broke my wrist. He broke every rib. He gave me countless black eyes. So yeah, I turned to drugs and I turned to heroin, but I just got 11 years sober in October, which I'm very proud of because it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But whatever. Is disrupting government business a crime? I wasn't disrupting business. The manager that stopped serving business is the one who disrupted business.
Wrong, Jessica. Wrong again. You disrupted business by annoying and harassing and breaking the rules of the forum. And because of that, the business owner had no choice but to stop servicing people. But she did not cause a disturbance. You did.
Because PA State Trooper Matthew Brennan doesn't like to be told no when he demands ID. He doesn't like me to tell him to go fuck himself when he's telling me that if you just give me your name and date of birth, you're free to go. No, dude. I was free to go the whole time. I broke a no law and you have no reasonable, articulable suspicion that I did was or was going to break the law. And when I had this conversation with the DA, she said, well, I don't want to debate the law with you. And I thought, well, that's good for you because you don't know it.
So I'm going to say it again. And again, this is the arrogance of Jessica. She believes that a legal expert, an attorney who literally was trained in their knowledge of the law, is inferior to Jessica, who only knows anything about the law because she listens to Long Island Audit and Delete Laws. You're telling me, Jessica, you strongly believe that a district attorney knows less about the law than you do, despite you having no law degree, no legal training, and have only watched videos on YouTube. Carry on, Jessica.
Nobody in this courtroom does, apparently. It's like, and people think I got my my little law degree, my YouTube law degree. No, dude. I read the Constitution. And not only just the United States Constitution, I also read the Pennsylvania Constitution. Like, I'm not just sitting around, like, trying to think of videos for clicks and views. I'm trying to make the world a better place in the only way that I know how. I'm an independent journalist, and I pass my news on to you guys. According to Article 1, Section 7 of the Pennsylvania State Constitution, we have the right to the printing press, which of course is not the printing press anymore. We don't.
Absolutely nothing from that video surprised me. I mean, Jessica just whines and complains and plays victim, as she always does. And people have said she doesn't have the mental fortitude to do this fraud editing, and it's really being shown here. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hey, see you guys next time.